Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you are coming back, welcome back. So today we're going to be doing a girls talk, and on Instagram I asked people for topics on Instagram to talk about in this video. You know, we're going to get right into it, okay? So the first topic we're going to talk about is hygiene. Hygiene is like a big one because, you know, every girl has a vagina. So if you're a girl, I feel like my personal hygiene tips would be I'm sorry, this is great. So for me, what I mainly use for hygiene is I only use water down there, but I like wash around it with like unscented soap because I don't like to use scented soap in my downstairs area. And I also take like vitamins and stuff, so I take cranberry tablets. I think it's this brand called Azos. I think that's how you spell it. I mean, say it's like AZO. I take their cranberry pills, and I also take something called chlorophyll that also helps with like my hygiene, as well as something called boric acid. Now I don't use boric acid a lot. I probably use it like once every 2 months, but it helps really to clear you out. So if you need something, like, I don't know how to explain it. It's not something that you use every day, because I take cranberry pills like every day. I can take chlorophyll every day, but I would never use boric acid every day. Never, ever. But if you're interested in it, just look it up. I use those. I only use those like once every 2 months. Also, and I only use those when my pH balance is really thrown off. That's mainly when I use, that's what I wanted to say. I use those when my pH balance is like thrown off, like so off, and it helps it to get back on track. So, you know, if your pH balance is thrown off, if it gets thrown off, which every girl pH balance gets thrown off, you can look into boric acid. Also with hygiene, I would just say, like, you know, use the deodorant, wash up every single day. Make sure you wear cotton underwear, because I always wear cotton underwear. I don't really wear thongs like that. I like to wear my grandma drawers because I like my vagina to have as much air as possible. Like, I don't wear silk drawers, nothing. I only wear cotton drawers. And what else do I use for personal hygiene? I also love like scrubs, like sugar scrubs all on my body, just to help my body be smooth. I also make sure I lotion up every time I leave the shower because it can make your skin dry. And perfume, like, I love perfume. Like, I have so many perfumes. Anybody can tell you, you know, perfume is just, I love it so much. And you can get cheap or expensive perfume, but it really doesn't matter. I love perfume. And I think that's it. That's all I'm gonna talk about hygiene. Sneaky links. Sneaky links. I don't know about sneaky links because I've never had a sneaky link before, ever. Me personally, I don't like the whole idea of sneaky links. Like, I feel like sneaky links is like, I don't know, I just don't like the idea of me just being with a guy and I'm his secret, but we doing it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like that stuff. So for me personally, whatever, you know, I know a lot of people with sneaky links, but for me personally, that's not for me. I'm sorry. I don't know, sneaky links not for me. So, but if you're cool with that, like, if that's like what you like to do, if you like to hook up with somebody and y'all just do y'all do and not talk to each other or not have no connection, then that's fine. But that's not for me. But yeah, I don't feel no type of way about that. I'm not with the sneaky link thing. Friends. I've had phony friends. I had fake friends. I'm honestly kind of grateful because I have ran into a good amount. I have ran into really good people in my life. Like, I don't remember the last time I had to like cut a friend off because she was fake. I think I had that like once in my life, but that's like a blessing. But don't be around people that are jealous of you, because it's gonna eventually blow up in your face. I have friends, most of my friends are from school, like people I've known since I was 11, 12 years old. So we've been tight like this for the longest time. So I really don't know what to say about friends. I have had people around me that was jealous of me, but I wouldn't consider them friends. It's just, for me personally, if there's a friend that's talking about you behind your back, a friend that tell your business, a friend that take a picture of your drawers, because that happens a lot in Baltimore. I don't know about other places, but when people in Baltimore fall out, it seems like their drawers get uploaded to the internet. If it's people that got like secret animosity towards you, or like say stuff about you but try to make it seem like they playing, cut them off, because that's not a joke. They're not playing, they're not your real friends. Because me and my friends, if anything, we help each other with everything. Like, if it's something wrong with us, oh, you need to fix this or you need to fix that, we give each other advice, everything. I never had nobody, you know, weird stuff behind my back to my knowledge. But yeah, just make sure that your friends are real, period. Talking to men 10 years older than you. Oh my gosh, hold on, wait, let me eat. Okay, so I'm 20 and I have talked to men that was 10 years older than me. And honestly, I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't recommend young girls talking to older guys because most of the time they don't like you because you're smart. They don't like you because you're beautiful. They like you because they can manipulate you. And you might think like, oh, I'm not getting manipulated. Like, he not manipulating me. But it's very easy for an older man to take your mind and twist it because when you're young, especially because for me personally, I started getting a lot of attention on social media at the age of like 18, like 17, 18. I was really young, still in high school, and like it would be rappers DMing me and all that. Like, if you know, you know. But what I learned from that was they didn't really like me because of me. They liked me because they feel as though younger girls are easy to manipulate. You know what I mean? So I don't recommend dating anyone 10 years older than me, 10 years older than you, because it was just, it's not fun and it's not cute, honestly. It's just don't get that. Just date guys around your age. I would say like if you're like out of high school, you can date somebody that's like 2, 3, 4 years older than you. If you're still in high school, date people that's in high school, because trust me, once you leave high school, you're gonna realize how dumb you were. Because babe, I have done some stuff like, even I'm 20 now, like 2 years ago I was 18. There's stuff that I did at 18 that I would never do at 20. Like genuinely, ever. Like I've grown so much over the past 2 years and I've learned so much about men, period, especially older men, and how I should be treated. And it's just, don't do it. Dating as a 20-year-old. So like to piggyback off that topic, that's the next topic. Dating as a 20-year-old is hard because you have people in my age group trying to date, and then you have people that's like 20, 30, 40 trying to date me. So I feel as though dating it hasn't been going successful for me. Genuinely, like it hasn't. I mean, I was in a relationship, but that didn't really work out either. And then after my relationship, I was dating, and that it's just not given. I don't know. I feel like that's for every age right now though. Like, I don't feel like dating is good at all. I mean, dating is good. Like I said, like date around. Like before you pick out a person that you want to be with, I would say date around, like go on different dates with guys and stuff like that. But honestly, it's just, maybe people are different, but for me personally, like it's been rough, honestly. Red flags. This is a good one. Red flags. I just got out of, well, not really just got out, but I was in a relationship for a long time, and it was red flags in the beginning. But when you like somebody, the red flags be looking green. You know what I mean? You know what they say on social media, like when you like somebody, the red flag look green. I think a red flag is when they talk about sex too much when y'all first meet. That's a big red flag. Like if y'all don't even know each other and he's talk about sex and all that, that's a red flag immediately. Also, another red flag is the first link is at their house. That regardless, I don't care what y'all say, I don't care how y'all feel. If you linking with a man or a boy or whatever, and the first link is at their house, that's an automatic red flag, period. He's not a good guy because he didn't even want to take you out. Also, a guy who likes you too much in the beginning, that's a red flag. Like a guy who tries to be like controlling over you, and y'all just met like 2 weeks ago, y'all texting, y'all FaceTime, y'all only been doing it for 2 weeks, and he trying to control you, like what you post on social media, who you talk to. Yeah, that's a red flag because I don't even know you like that, period. Why is you questioning me? Like real talk. That's another red flag. If he from Baltimore, that's a resign. Oh my gosh, that's my hair. Psych. I don't think I have any more red flags. Let me see. Oh, if he always fake busy. Like me personally, it take me a long time to text back because I just be busy. Like I be in my whole other world. I always have something going on. You know, when I get a downtime, I make sure I text somebody. Like if I'm talking to them and we talking or whatever, I make sure to text them like, yeah, like I was doing this, you know, sorry for. If a guy acts like he's always busy, he can't text you back, he can't pick up the phone to call, baby, that's a red flag. No matter how much you like him, that is a red flag. I'm sorry. I think that's all I have for red flags though. Jealous female friend. This is a good one. Okay, I'm gonna talk about this because I've never had a jealous female friend, but I have had jealous female associates. Like girls I wouldn't consider my friend, but like are my associates. So, this could be took in different ways. Let me see how I want to speak on it. I feel like if a friend shows you that she's jealous of you, like if she talks down on you, if she always find a problem with what you wear, always trying to like just basically like talk about you but make it a joke or just whatever. You need to get rid of her. Jealous friends are not, me personally, I never experienced a jealous friend ever, but I have definitely experienced a jealous associate, and we ended up fighting because she was just weird. Like, she was weird. We ended up fighting. Yeah, we did, and I'm one. But no, for real, like, jealous friends, keep them away from you. Seriously, it's not worth it, because in the end, it's gonna end bad. Like, if you don't feel like that friend is being genuine towards you, if you feel like she always trying to throw slick remarks about stuff that, if she don't congratulate you on things that you got going on, like, oh, I just you know, you give her good news, and she don't say, oh my gosh, congratulations, she just like, she's jealous. Stay away from her, and that's weird, and I don't like that, period. Okay, let's move on to the next topic. They like beauty professionals chasing a certain lifestyle and charging out. This is how I feel about that, and I can speak on this topic for a long time. I feel like these new stylists these days are charging a lot so they can keep up with an Instagram lifestyle. Like, I've seen people on Instagram charge $900 for box braids. In what life? In what life is anybody ever gonna pay $900 for box braids? Like, genuinely. And it's like, they don't charge that much because they're charging their worth. They're charging that much because they want to buy designer. They want to live in these high-rise apartments. They want to buy these expensive foreign cars. They want to keep up with Instagram. So they charging $600-700 for a hairstyle. I done seen people charge like $500 for a sew-in. What? That's never how it was back when I was a little girl. That's not how. I can go get braids for like $150 down to my butt. Now, babe, $150 ain't cutting it. Girl, you get charged a late fee, a talking fee, a phone fee. It's just too much out here these days. Me personally, I only let a few people touch my head that still charge a reasonable price. My girl Ash, my little cousin, and a few other hairstylists. All the rest of these little Instagram hairstylists, I'm not doing it. I'm sorry. And I feel as though that's wrong. If you want to keep up with a lifestyle, babe, you need to go get a regular 9 to 5. Like, you need to go be a doctor or something, because you can't be out here charging that much because you want to keep up with the Joneses. Like, girl, be cool. For real. Be cool. And I don't like it, and I don't appreciate it, and y'all need to stop supporting them and learn how to do your own hair. Okay, school, college. College. Okay, basically she's saying college. So college is good. Like, college isn't for everyone, and that's understandable. Like, college is not for everybody. Some people don't want to go to college after high school, which is completely fine. There's some people had to. I feel like, for me personally, I feel like certain majors you don't need to go to college for. Like, some people are just genuinely wasting their money. Like, in my opinion, I would say if you want to go to college for something and you know for a fact it's something that you love to do, then do it. Like, if you don't feel passionate about something, do not do it, because college is a lot of money, and you gotta pay back them loans. You have to pay the people that money. Like, don't do it if you can't afford. Like, if you really don't feel passionate about what you're going for, I would say don't do it, honestly. Especially because me, like, after high school, I tried the whole college thing. It just wasn't for me. And then I realized, like, and I'm so happy that I have, like, a supportive family. Like, my mom is so supportive of everything that I do. So when I decided that I didn't want to go to college anymore, she was not mad. She was supporting me 100%, and she still did. And then mainly it was for me because I didn't feel passionate about what I was going for. I'm not gonna say, but I just didn't feel passionate about it. Like, I thought I did in high school. That's what I wanted to major in all throughout high school. But then once I graduated, I just didn't feel passionate enough to pay all that money for it. You know what I mean? Like, I felt like once I graduated college, I wasn't even gonna use my degree. And I don't wanna feel like that. Like, if I go to college for something, I wanna be 100% sure that that's what I want to do. You know what I mean? So if you know 100% that's what you want to do, then do it. But if you don't, I would say, like, kind of like take a break and figure out what you really want to do in life and then go back. You know, college is always there. You know what I mean? You can go to college at the age of 50. So don't feel pressured by nobody, not friends, not family, nobody. Do not feel pressured to go. If you don't want to go at the moment, then don't go. You can wait. Like I said, you can go to college at any age. College does not have an age limit at all. Like, you'll go up in college, you'll see somebody sit in your classroom that's 30, 40 years old. Girl, like, it doesn't have no age limit, okay? Relationships. Oh gosh, I don't know what to say about relationships. So I've been in 2 serious relationships my whole entire life. I got into a relationship my senior year of high school, and then I got into another relationship when I graduated high school. And those were like long-term relationships, like I'm talking like 1 to 2 years each. And honestly, I think I would, like, if you're watching this and you're younger and you're like in high school, or you just graduated, or you're like in your 20s, you just hit your 20s, I would say don't get into a relationship. I'm sorry. Like, if I could go back in time with my first boyfriend, I would never have gotten into a relationship with him. And not saying it's nothing like dealing with him. Even my second relationship, like, no. Like, I just I would just not do it. You know what I mean? Like, and it's crazy because I didn't get into my first relationship until 12th grade year of high school. The end of 2019, like before I was about to graduate. And it was like, with a relationship, both of my relationships were good. It's just like, I feel like I want to explore, especially like back then. I just wanted to date and see my options and explore and just be in my 20s. I wouldn't recommend any girl to date, like be in a relationship in their 20s. Like, just be free, date around, see what you like. Cause I feel like in the end you're gonna regret it. I don't know. I just wouldn't recommend the girlies to be in a relationship at a young age. Okay? But you know, if you're in a half relationship, stay in one. You know what I mean? But if you aren't happy in that relationship, leave. Because one thing about me, which I'm trying to work on, is I put other people's feelings above mine. Like, I can be very unhappy, but if my significant other is happy, then I'll just stay. And that's how I did in both of my relationships. Like, I was unhappy, but I stayed because my significant other was happy. And I didn't want to like ruin I didn't want to like, I don't know how to explain it. I don't want to say hurt their feelings. I didn't want to like, I don't know. I hope y'all get what I'm saying. But I just put people's feelings above mine. And I feel like in a relationship, if you're feeling some type of way, your partner isn't making sure that you don't feel that way, then leave. Because that was definitely my problem, especially in my second relationship. Like, my feelings would definitely get put on the back burner. And every time I bring up, like, I have a problem or something, it wouldn't get resolved. And that's just, that's not good. Especially for me, when I got into my second relationship, I was, 18? I was way too young, and I wish I would have known, but I was way too young to be teaching a man to put my feelings, not first, but to just consider my feelings. Like, girl, you're 18. If I could go back in time and just slap myself, I really would. Like, girl, be for real. Ooh, skincare. Oh my gosh, I love skincare. I would say use what works for you. You know what I mean? Because not everything that works for this person works for that person. But for me personally, I use this brand called Panoxyl. I think that's how you spell it, like Panoxyl. I use Panoxyl. I also use tea tree. No, I do use tea tree oil, but not every night. I use witch hazel every day and moisturize my face with the CeraVe moisturizing cream with Vaseline mix. That's gonna get you right, okay? Because my skin used to be so horrible. It looks so good now. Okay. Yeah, but use what works for you. Ooh, sex. That's a good topic. Especially because I feel like most of the time young girls watch my YouTube. Sex is a very serious thing. And I don't feel like this generation takes it seriously as they should. But sex is a very serious thing. I feel like you should only, well, for me personally, that's why like I'm against sneaky links. Because me personally, I only have sex with people that I truly have a connection with. If I don't have a connection with you, I'm not doing it with you. That's why, like, I'm not against sneaky links. Like, I don't care if other people have it, but me personally, absolutely not. Like, I really have to like you and have a connection with you in order to have sex with you. Also, like, if you're young and you're watching this and like you're a virgin or whatever, make sure to keep your virginity until you're ready to lose it. That's one thing that I like about the guys that I've been with. They never pressure me into doing anything that I didn't want to do, and that's how it always should be. Never do anything for a guy. Like, if you're a virgin and you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. Lose it when you're ready. Also, please use protection. Please, after every sex partner, make sure you are getting tested. Even if you're in a relationship, I feel like you should get tested often because you never know what they're doing behind your back. Period. Okay? Okay? Like, you never know what a man or your boyfriend is doing behind your back. So please make sure you get tested. If you just one of the people who, you know, have a sneaky link or whatever, I suggest you get tested too, because you probably not the only sneaky link. You know what I mean? Get tested, use protection. Yeah, that's all I would say about sex. Make sure that if you are a virgin and you're losing your virginity, that you want to lose it because you want to lose it and not because someone else wants you to, or your friends want you to, or he wants you to. Make sure you're doing it for you. Okay, cool. Shaving or waxing tits. I don't wax. I use Nair, y'all. I use Nair. I really do. I use Nair. I don't wax because I can't take it. I'm sorry. And waxing is not for everybody. And if you don't like waxing, I would suggest you use Nair. Well, Nair, let me tell you what kind of kit though. Get the Nair with aloe vera in it. And also make sure you read the directions because you don't want to burn yourself up or whatever. But me personally, when I'm shaving, I use Nair on like the surface. I don't like put it by my lips or anything because I don't want it to make a mistake and go into my vagina because it's absolutely not. So I Nair like the surface, if you get what I mean. Like, y'all know what I mean? Y'all know what I mean. Like by my bikini area and like on my surface, and then I just shave by my lips or whatever. But before I do any of that, I go in the shower and exfoliate. And then afterwards, I moisturize because it's important to moisturize after you shave, wax, whatever. So you won't get ingrown hairs and stuff like that. And I usually use coconut oil, you moisturize down there or whatever. And I don't really get ingrown hairs like that, or I don't have like hyperpigmentation. I do have it, but it's not bad or whatever. But I do use Nair, y'all. So if y'all see that bikini area looking real bald, that's because I use Nair. It works like a charm. I swear, after I use it, it be looking like I got a wax. I can't take waxes, so it just never gave that. Oh, losing your virginity, okay. I already talked about that. But basically, just to speak on it again, make sure that you want to do it, that you're ready, and you're not doing it because other people want you to do it. Also, make sure that it's with somebody that you really like, that you feel really comfortable with. Also, use protection, please. Do not be out here doing it raw. That's crazy. Unless it's, with your boyfriend, because, when you got a boyfriend, especially because I had 2 boyfriends in my life. Somebody said tampons or pads. My first time ever using a tampon, which I don't know if this is crazy or not, but I was 20. Well, right now, literally like 2 months ago. I do not like tampons, but I had to use one because I was in a carnival and I came on my period and I couldn't wear no pads, so I had to put in a tampon, and it was a very crazy experience because it took me a really long time because I've never used one before. How to know when a guy is using you and not that into you. So for me personally, I know when God is using me when, like I said with the whole red flag thing, like when they immediately talk about sex. Like if a guy talks about sex, tell you to link at his house and y'all never even met. He talks about sex like just a lot. He wants to use you. He doesn't want to get to know you. He wants to use you for what you got. It's nothing more to it. I feel like when they talk about sex a lot, when they want you to come to their house the first time y'all meet, stuff like that, they not into you, bro. Because if a guy is really interested in you, they're going to make sure, oh, let's go out on a date. Oh, they're not going to really bring up sex to you because they're really interested in getting to know you outside of sexual intercourse. Like if he always talks about the sex, and he's talking about sex and y'all don't really know each other, he using you, period. And if he's not that into you, I would say to realize a guy, to like pick up on if a guy not into you or not, is if you're not interested. Like he don't text or call you, he don't ask you what you're doing, he ask you how you did, he don't try to get to know you, he don't try to get to know, what's your favorite color, what's your hobby, who do you like, what you like what you like to do, then he's not that into you. If he just texts you what you doing, nothing, what you doing, and the conversation ended and he never texts you or call you, girl, he just not into you. Let that man go. Like a mango. You get it? Like mango. Whatever, fuck y'all. Okay, last one. How do you set boundaries in a relationship and in life? I feel like, and this was hard for me, so I'm going to give advice. Like, I feel like once you set your boundaries with yourself, then you have to start applying it to people, whether it's friendship, relationship, your mother, your father, your brothers, your sisters. You have to just apply that. That's how it's no other way. Just apply. You have certain boundaries that you don't want crossed, and don't allow people to cross them. If they do cross them, let them go. Don't talk to them or cut them off, period. I don't care who it is. Like some people set boundaries and people cross them. You have to just let them go, period. You cannot let people make you feel uncomfortable. This is your life, your happiness. You can't allow somebody to come into your life and interrupt your peace, because usually when people are crossing your boundaries, they're interrupting your peace, period. I let people cross my boundaries for years, and I was kept giving them chances, and I'm not doing that again. It was very miserable. Now, once I set my boundaries and you cross them, you're gone. Because I set my boundaries at one point with somebody and they crossed them many times. And I kept letting it go on and on and on because I really loved this person, like a friend. But after a while, you get tired of people playing with you and you just going to end up going off, and it's miserable. So I would say set your boundaries. If they don't respect your boundaries, just cut them off, point blank, period. And you let them know boundaries. You know, don't just cut people off. They can't read your mind. Let them know your boundaries and let them know how you feel about them and that you don't want them crossed and da-da-da. And if they still cross them, let them go. So yeah, that was my last question. It was nice talking. I love talking to myself. I know I'm talking to y'all. I know I'm really talking to y'all, but I love just talking to myself. Great. So this was fun. But thank you guys for watching. I love you guys so much. Make sure you tune into my last video and my next video. And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I love you guys so much. I'm so excited because my channel is growing. We are almost at 1,000 subscribers. Like, that's crazy. And I'm finally trying to be like more consistent. And it's really paying off. So thank you guys so much. And yeah, see you guys in my next video.